Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. We are Group X2 and we will be talking to you about the concept of perception. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Number 1. The halo effect.
Let's consider the following situation. We have Apurv and Barnava. Both of them are 23 years old and have just graduated from college. So which of the two do you think is a great football enthusiast? Have you made your choice? Did you pick Apurv? Turns out most people will. But why? After all, what little information you know about them is exactly the same. Or is it? Your brain may have jumped to the incorrect conclusion based on the fact that Apurv seems fitter, something you all must have subtly cued in on when we showed you each of them standing beside each other. This phenomenon, discovered by psychologist Edward Thorndike, is known as the halo effect. The halo effect is a cognitive bias in which your brain allows specific positive traits to positively influence your overall evaluation of a person. Which is to say that from a very young age, your brain conforms to the group's biased opinions of what traits make a successful person.
Number 2. The overconfidence bias.
The US economy underwent a strong financial meltdown during 2008 and its ripples were felt across the globe. Most of the AAA rated bonds were actually worse than the B rated bonds. It was later found out that major banks had paid the rating agencies like S&P, Moody's and Fitch to secure the desired rating. However, there were few people who figured that out early. We are depicting one such scenario where Mr. Ankur shorted those bonds and got it insured in a bank using an instrument called the credit default swap.
I want to buy insurance credit default swaps on mortgage bonds in case the underlying bonds fails.
You want to bet against the housing market?
Those bonds only fail if millions of people don't pay their loans, and that's never happened in history. And excuse me, Mr. Anku, that seems like a foolish investment.
Based on prevailing market sentiments, yes, it is a foolish investment, but maybe everyone is wrong.
This is Wall Street. If you offer free money, we are going to take it.
I'm concerned that when the bond fails, I want to be certain of payment in case of solvency issues with your bank.
Are you for real? You want to bet against the market and you worry that we won't be able to pay you?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, Mr. Anku, if the bond fails, we will pay you. But if the price of the bond goes up, you have to pay us a premium.
Is that acceptable, Mr. Lankur?
Yes.
So, we are prepared to sell you 5 million insurance on these mortgage bonds.
Could you make it 100 million?
100 million?
Yes.
Okay, absolutely. We can make it 100 million. No issue.
Thank you.
So, that's the deal then.
Have a nice day.
Such a good deal we have cracked today.
It's the one and only Digo Double G. Snoop Dogg. You know I'm mobbing with the D.R.E.
Within 1 year of the signing of the deal, the bonds failed, and due to the overconfidence of the investment bankers, Solomon Gax lost millions of dollars. So what you just witnessed is an example of overconfidence bias. Under this bias, people have the tendency to be overconfident in their judgments, which tend to be greater than the objective accuracy of those judgments.
Number 3. The first attribution error.
Let's look at an example. Imagine Apurv and Manish are hanging out, and suddenly Manish sees his friend Barnava walking towards them and decides to introduce Apurv and Barnava to each other. Barnava seems to be particularly curt and uninterested in making Apurv think that Barnava is arrogant. But what if Barnava is just having a bad day? You know, because...
No, this is not happening.
Why? What happened?
No, I'm sorry.
Give me some reasons
No,
here.
please.
What's the reason?
It's over.
Why?
It's
why,
over.
Why you are leaving?
It's over.
Just give me a reason. Wait.
छन से जो टूटे कोई सपना जग सुना सुना लागे जग सुना सुना लागे कोई रहे ना जब अपना जग सुना सुना लागे जग सुना सुना है तो ये क्यों होता है जब ये दिल रोता है रोए सिसक सिसक के हवाएं जग सुना लागे
Shit happens. So you see, he was just having a bad day. I guess Barnava isn't that bad a guy. This mix-up in judgment is a perfect example of the fundamental attribution error. In other words, people tend to place more emphasis on internal explanations rather than considering the circumstances. So the next time you meet someone, don't be so quick to judge them.
One, two, three.
अबे डायलॉग नहीं पढ़े और तू 1 2 3
देख के बताएगा ना तू पढ़ने का क्या जरूरत है?
ओके बर्नवा के डायलॉग मुझे बोलने हैं क्या
Batman. Oh, सही है यार. मारू.
चल रहा है सब क्या चल रहा है हाँ अरे एंजॉय करो यार जियो जिंदगी क्या करना है जिंदगी में उदास होके भी क्या ये इसको पहचानता है बहुत बहुत चिड़ आदमी बहुत सही रहता है यार बहुत हंसता कूदता है ए बर्नवा ए बड़े बन इज अ पूर डूड